We are already sizzling and going here in the kitchen this Friday. Chef Mark is bringing us a way to incorporate beef, National Beef Month,
yes,
and then a little bit of whiskey.
I'll tell you what, if you like beef and you like whiskey, this is your recipe. I'm telling you, this is a great recipe that we're going to use beef tenderloin for. You can substitute top sirloin if you want to do it with a flank steak, or you want to do it with a roast and you kind of make the whole thing and then put it in the oven. You can do that too. So, but this is a really quick recipe because everything's done in a skillet. And I like those kind of recipes because they go so fast. So what we do is we got beef tenderloin medallions. Those are 4 ounce that we kind of generously salt and pepper with coarse salt and ground coarse black pepper. We've got a little olive oil in that skillet. We get it good and hot. So now the secret to this recipe is to make sure that you have a hot skillet. So when you're working with a hot skillet, you want to make sure you do a lot of things away from your body because it will splatter a little bit. So you got to be careful. But to that, we just add those. We want to brown those up really nice. A couple ways you can do this. You can brown them up in the skillet, cook them to what you want, say about 2 minutes each side for a medium rare to medium. If you want to cook it a little longer, you can. Yeah. Or you can just kind of brown them up and throw them in the oven and go ahead and get started with your sauce, which is what we're going to do here for the sake of time on television. So we've got those browning really nicely. You see all the little bits around there, you know, stuck to the pan. Those are all good flavors. So as this beef cooks, it releases a lot of moisture, a lot of fat, and that fat kind of cooks into the pan, which incorporates into the sauce, which makes it pretty amazing.
Lovely.
So we've got that going there. So once we've got those browned up nice, we're going to take those, we're going to put them in, off here to the side. We're going to put those in the oven, let those cook, and then in our skillet we're going to add to that a couple of ounces of butter. And then we're going to add to that, again, the skillet remains hot, so you want to make sure that everything stays good and hot. To that, we're going to add some fresh shallots, and we like to use a lot of shallots. I do, I just love them, but that's, you know, you can use as much as you like. That's about 2 tablespoons there.
Lovely.
To that, we're going to add a little pinch of garlic. If you don't like garlic, which I don't know how many people do or don't, but I love it, so we're going to put a little bit of that in there. And then we're just going to take that and we're going to kind of whisk that together.
That smells so good.
It does smell good, doesn't it? We're going to, so it'll get all the scrapings from the bottom of the pan. To that, we're going to add some fresh mushrooms to that. Now these mushrooms will caramelize quite quickly. When they do, they release their moisture and they'll start to brown up real nice.
Gotcha.
So again, we got that skillet very, very good and hot. Now you can take as much time or as little time as you want with this. It only takes just a few minutes really to put this together though.
See, I don't cook with fresh mushrooms all that often, so that's something I didn't know.
Well, then after today, you better start. So.
That's right, add it to my repertoire.
You've learned it now today. So, okay, to this we're going to add, this is 80 proof liquor. This is a good Scotch whiskey. We're going to add about a 1/4 cup to that. You want to do that away from your body. And then to that, you can smell that, we're going to ignite that liquor and let that burn. So, welcome to summer.
Yes, I think this is my favorite segment so far.
So
Things are getting heated up in here.
Yeah, it does. Everybody's real sunburned face. So when that cooks off, as you can see, it's down to almost just a glaze. We're going to add to that some beef stock, which is about a 1/4 cup. And then that will start to cook up very nicely. And then we're going to add just about a 1/4 cup of heavy cream to that. Rebecca, all this does is come to a boil. As it comes to a boil, it'll start to reduce. When it reduces, it'll thicken. At the end, we add a little bit of butter to it. We take our steaks out. I think you're going to like it.
Awesome. Well, we will let this condense and get to working its magic here